In this session, we are going to discuss about synchronous counter. So, as you know, there is a difference in asynchronous counter and synchronous counter. In asynchronous counter, output of one flip-flop is connected as a clock to the next flip-flop, but in synchronous counter, we have to provide the same clock to all the flip-flops. This is the main difference in a asynchronous counter and synchronous counter. Now, let us take steps for designing the synchronous counter. Now, in this example, we are going to design 2-bit synchronous counter. Now, first step is, if there are 2-bit synchronous counter, then we need 2 flip-flops to design the counter. Second step, we have to use excitation table of used flip-flop. So, first of all, we have to calculate number of flip-flops required. Then we have to use excitation table of flip-flops using in the design. So, for example, in this case I am taking JK flip-flop excitation table, because we are designing the JK flip-flop 2-bit synchronous counter. Now, excitation table of JK flip-flop is like this. There is a present state Qn, next state Qn plus 1 and J and K. So, if there are 2 variables which has 4 possible combinations, this is a present state and this is a next state. So, there are 4 possible combinations 0 0, 0 1, 1 0 and 1 1 and 1 1. Now, excitation table of JK is like this. We have zero zero J 0, K don't care, then 0 1 J 1, K don't care and don't care. Zero one don't care. So, at K we have don't care 1 0. It is a reverse of J. So, this is excitation table of JK flip-flop. Step number 1 is find the number of flip-flops you are going to use to design the counter. Then use excitation table of flip-flop. So, in this case we are using the JK flip-flop. Then third step is counts states. Now, if there is 2-bit counter and it is a up counter, then states are 0 0, 0 1, 1 0 and 1 1. This is for up counter. And if there is a down counter, 4 states are there 1 1, 1 0, 0 1 and 0 0. This is for down counter, but in this session we are discussing about up counter and which is a synchronous counter. Then step number 4 is we have to use circuit excitation table. Circuit excitation table. Circuit excitation table. Circuit excitation table which uses Q1, Q2, these are present state, then Q1 star and Q2 star, these are next state, and we have J1, K1 and J2, K2. So in this case we are using two flip-flops. The first flip-flop output is the Q1, second flip-flop output is the Q2. The present state are Q1, Q2, next state are Q1 star, Q2 star, inputs are J1, K1 and J2, K2. So as we have two possible combinations, two variables, there are four possible combinations: 0 0, 0 1, 1 0 and 1 1. Present state is a 0 0, next state would be 0 1, present state is a 0 1, next state would be 1 0, present state is a 1 0, next state would be 1 1, present state is a 1 1, next state would be 0 0. Now based on this inputs Q1, Q1 star and Q2, Q2 star, we have to fill the J1, K1 value and J2, K2 value. So in this case consider Q1 is the present state and Q1 star is the next state. So Q1 is the present state and Q1 star is the next state. Then you can refer the excitation table. So in excitation table, if there is a 0 0, then J is a 0, K is a don't care. So I am writing here 0 0, J is a 0, K is a don't care. 0 1, 0 1, J is a 1, K is a don't care. 1 1, J is a don't care and K is a 0. 1 0, 1 0, then J is a don't care and K is a 1. So you can take 0 1 don't care, 0 1. Okay, so these are inputs for J1, K1. Now we will take the Q2 output. Q2 is the present state and Q2 star is the next state. Q2 star is the next state. Now 0 1, by using excitation table I will write, if there is a 0 1, then J is a 1 and K is a don't care. 1 0, J don't care and K is a 1, 0 1, J 1, K don't care, 1 0, don't care, 1. So in this way we have filled the values for J1 and K1. Okay, so just we will verify the values. 0 1 don't care, 0 1, 1 don't care, 1 don't care and don't care 1, don't care 1. Okay, now it is time to calculate inputs for J1, K1. Now we have to find the inputs for KMF for J1, then K-map for K1, K-map for J2 and K-map for K2. Okay. So we have to take inputs for the J1 that are Q1, Q2. Again I am using same K-map structure because we have input Q1, Q2. Q1, Q2. Here also for K2 we have same K-map. Q1, Q2 is input for all the K-maps, and 0, 0 is here, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1. Each variable has two values, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. Now it's time to place the J1 values. So you can see that for J1 take reference of J1 column. Q1, Q2 are the inputs, 0, 0, J1 is a 0. Then 0, 1, 0, 1, J1 is a 1, 1, 0, J1 is a don't care, and 1, 1, J1 is a 1. So you can make pair of 1, 1, there is a don't care. So you can make pair of these two cells. Okay, and equation for J1 equation will be Q2. So this is the equation for J1. Similarly for K1, I am directly filling the values, don't care 0, don't care 1. You can pair these cells. Equation for K1 is equal to also Q2. Now equation for J2, we have 1 don't care and 1 don't care. So you can make group of these four adjacent cells. The equation for J2 is equal to 1 because we have all cells are adjacent. So there is a 4 cells are adjacent. So I am writing here J2 is equal to 1. Similarly for K2, we have don't care here, 1 here and 1 here, and again we are forming this pair. Again K2 is equal to 1. Now after this, it is time to draw the circuit diagram. This is step number 5, circuit diagram of two-bit synchronous counter. Now for circuit diagram we have to use two J-key flip-flops. Here J1, K1, Q1, J2, K2 and Q2. First condition is that we have to apply the same clock to both the flip-flops and same clock to the both the flip-flops. Then next we are using equation. Our equation is for J1 and K1 you have to use Q2, and for J2 K2 we have to use it is equal to 1. So J1 K1 should be Q2. So I am connecting this Q2 to the J1 and K1. So I have connected J1 K1 is equal to Q2 and J2 K2 is equal to high.